Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You choose. Welcome to another edition of Fine and Flow's Language Bites. Today I present to you three scenarios and, of course, a new resource to deal with them. Let's say you are facing a post project evaluation or a performance review, or maybe a risk assessment. In any case, a perfect modal would come in handy. What do we mean by perfect modals? I assume you know what a modal verb is, but what does it mean to say that it is perfect? It means that it has a perfective form, and we achieve it by means of the modal verb have and a past participle. Let's take a look at when we may use some modal perfect. When we are completely certain, we're going to use must have. When we are less certain, we've got options may have, may not have, might have, might not have, could have. And when we are certain that something is impossible, then we've got can't have, couldn't have, mustn't have. By means of the perfective, we look at the past. Let's see at some examples. He must have been terrified when the lift got stuck. He's claustrophobic. He must have been, I'm assuming, I'm deducing, based on a past situation. I'm surprised he hasn't replied to your email yet. He might not have seen it. She didn't eat much, so she can't have been very hungry. See how I'm looking at the past. I'm making a comment in the present based on these past situations. All of these have other meanings because modals are very resourceful. So let's take a look at other meanings of could have and might have. Why did you drive so far without stopping for the rest? You could have had an accident. You might have told me that they needed this report urgently. She should have gone outside the company, to report the wrongdoing. Perhaps you can sense these meanings. In the first case, we're talking about or we're referring to events different from reality. The person didn't actually have an accident, but they could have. In case number two, we are showing some annoyance of irritation. This is very Spanish as well, at least very Argentinian. And then the last case refers to missed opportunities. Let's take a look now at other meanings that would have and wouldn't have, may have. I would have gone to the auditors if I'd been her. It wouldn't have made any difference. The auditors were covering up the problem. These are hypotheses about the past, very much related to conditionals. If we take a look at other meanings of should have, ought to have, and shouldn't have, we're going to notice the following. I ought to have seen the warning signs. You shouldn't have included private courts on your expenses claim. These are comments, criticisms, or regrets about past events, very much connected to the meaning that should and ought to have in their present form, that of advice or obligation. And last, not of needn't have. I think you see where this is going. We needn't have gone to the meeting. It was a complete waste of time. You needn't have bought me such an expensive gift. That's very generous of you. So these are necessary actions that were actually done. So we know the form, we know how to express different degrees of certainty in the past. We've taken a look at other meanings, also referred to the past. So now you know. Practice makes perfect, so make sure to follow the link on the description box to access two activities on today's topic. And since you're here, stay and watch some other videos on English. All right, thanks for watching.